Mm-hmm. I can speak. That's okay. Hello? Testing, testing. So, hello and good afternoon to everyone in the live room. So, we're just testing out the stream at the moment. So, good afternoon to everyone. Just testing out on the live stream to check if the sound is working. So, anyway, it's good in here. So, good afternoon to Akim, Frank, Gary, Jesper, Niels, Svenja, Ulrich, and Yelchin. Thank you all for joining. And of course, a big welcome to everyone currently watching through the live stream social channels. My name is Maurice Rothwell, English trading coach here at TradersClub24 in Hamburg. And today is the 3rd of May 2021. So we're logged in for the US market opening power hour. So if I just switch my screen over, we can take a look. A busy morning here. So if I just turn over to the screen, there we are. So yes, busy morning here indeed. We had to cut the live room short this morning. Wasn't so much going on. I had a few other things to do. So sorry to everyone that was there this morning. It was a little boring. However, we're logged in for a much better afternoon session today. Hopefully. So there's been quite a bit of news coming out over the the day. So a lot of German news coming out for the DAX, good news. And we've got quite a bit coming out for the US dollar over the power hour. So hopefully we're going to get some good movement, some good volatility. We will have to wait and see. So coming back on to last week. So yep, we're still in quite a big hedge on the Dow Jones. So not so much. We're about 300 drawdown, maybe a bit more actually, probably around that 500 mark, including the swaps there. So what's that? That's 400 minus plus that 500. Yeah, 550 something makes sense. But that is a huge improvement compared to what we was at the beginning of last week. It was around 2,400 drawdown. So we've actually last week we did around 2,000 to get, not that it was profit, but we managed to dig ourselves out of a 2,000 euro hole, which is which is good. But we're still left with a little bit more on top. So last week was a little bit like 80 euros for the week. Again, not so bad. So we're just sitting actually below the 17K due to this morning. Wasn't able to fully focus on the trades at hand. So if we take a look at the Vola box, so we did two box trades closed on the Vola box, 17 euros profit, not that much. Yeah. In total, we still have the hedge on our FTSE trade. However, today is bank holiday, in England, so the FTSE is still on the weekend spread. So I just found that out. So the spreads are very, very high, 500 points. But again, it's bank holiday, so it's just weekend spreads. So yeah, there's no way I was gonna release my my hedge here. I mean, even so, what's that? 33 points. So we need 16 plus the 5. We need at least, we would have needed at least 21, 22 points of movement to get out of that trade. So it would have been very difficult. So it would have been sort of that whole distance this morning. We did have some chances, however. Yeah, that's very difficult. Definitely a no-go from me. So everything else, Bitcoin is back up on the rise, 58K, 58 and a half even. There was some good signals earlier on, I think. So there was a sell signal early this morning on New Zealand dollar, US dollar on the 5-minute chart MTX. Nearly pretty much fully complete. You know how we do it with ourselves and a stop. You know how it works here. Put it on a set 3, completed. Set 4, of course. Set 2, even the set 2 had completed very, very nicely. So it was a very good opportunity there this morning. Gold, however, there's been a huge rise, except there was no signal for us to take. So yeah, we're still in an overall quite a big drawdown, just over 1,000, 1,100. However, that's due to our gold trade is not going as well as I thought. And we do have quite a big hedge there on the FTSE. So where is that hedge? Excuse me. So yeah, well, 570 euro hedge on the FTSE too. So about just yeah, nearly 7% in drawdown to start off the week. But we're going to be on our way to reducing that piece by piece. So 7 minutes now until our opening. Let's get into some setups. So here on the Nasdaq, no immediate signals for us. We can see that we're currently at a bit of a resisting level here, double top, more or less. Quite a nice level there. So it's good if you want to maybe create a sell with your box like so as a freestyle trade, or you can just take the easy one right there on the big number. However, that big number trade, very dangerous. The reason I say that, as we know, the Nasdaq likes to stick to these big numbers quite often. And it's not only that, but the daily pivot is also there. So it wouldn't be a nice place for us to get caught up in the middle of that, of it bouncing off of that daily pivot and just not making it down. Otherwise, we could get caught pretty easily. So, I mean, it doesn't really leave us so much choice on there. However, I do like the sound of that freestyle trade here at the top. So if we bring up the crosshair here, we just line it up there at the top. We can see earlier touch, touch, and it sort of continues along, even all the way down to here last week, probably last Monday over there, the 27th. So we can see that they line up pretty well across the days. So I'm pretty confident with that position. Good afternoon to you too, Martin. Thank you for joining. So that's going to be the first one or the first setup for this afternoon. We're going to wait for the market to open until we take another one. I mean, we've got another vola box all the way down here or up here, so it's just going to have to be a waiting game. Yeah. So we have this hedge here on the Dow Jones. So we're actually now in a bit of a bullish market already. If we come all the way out again, so we can see where the market has been flowing up and down pretty sharply, consolidating areas. Over the last week, we've had quite a gradual downtrend. And then over last week, the end of last week, we had some quite big movements there too. So today we've actually jumped up to the 34.1, and we can see that we're just bouncing off that top big number here, and we've had some previous resistance from that same area. So it didn't quite hold as the supporting line before, and it's been a very heavy resistance from us so far. And if we go deeper into the chart, we can see that there's even a small resistance here at this Fibonacci. So normally if I did have the option of releasing on my Swiss box, I would probably like to release it here as a sell position. So we do have the sell position, but it's very small. So it's here. So there's that sell. Very lucky indeed. So I'm going to actually pass this down quite a bit, down towards the bottom. So that was actually a little surprise for me. So that's us now released. We don't have the entry on, no. So it actually says the 12th trade. We only have the 2 trades on. Even if I put entry on, we don't have a 13th trade in the circuit. So I'm pretty confident we're either going to get a bounce off this Fibonacci back down to this supporting area, or we're going to have to go up to the big number to get that rejection back. So in terms of, so we got a trade on the Nasdaq over here too. So we're currently on a sell position. No trades on gold either. So we're going to focus on this Dow Jones release. Let's hope it can get down. So some questions in here too. So Akeem says my tone is not good. Sorry you can't hear me. So let's see if we're gonna get the closure on this 2-week long hedge. There seems to be some heavy support on that candle. But again, a very reasonable take profit there indeed. Oh, and here it comes. Thing is so annoying. To the hedge only on the vola box. So Akeem, yes, normally the vola box is the hedge release. So that is the recommended release for any hedge. First vola box of the correlating opening. So if it's the DAX, it's the first vola box of the morning. If it's on the Nasdaq, it will be the first vola box of the afternoon on the US market opening. However, You've been in here enough, or a few times with me. You know, we like to do it a little different sometimes. Let's see if we can get this market to come all the way back. Some very strong support at this moment. Check out our Nasdaq trade. So still in our sell position first trade. And our gold trade is up here, so we're still increasing the drawdown on that trade in particular. Okay. And it's not gone the way that we had liked. So we've broken it past that big number there, creating the new high. Most likely on its way to create a new all-time high. No worries. Take a look at the Nasdaq trade currently in our sell position here. So take profit is just in between the big number and our daily pivot. So should be a very easy target for us to reach. And almost so that's us out of our Nasdaq trade. Now, as I said before, the big number could be a good option. However, as we do know, like I said earlier, it tends to like to stay around the big number area. Plus, we've got the daily pivot right on the sell line. So maybe not the best trade for us to take. So we can wait for the vola box on the bottom side. We can set that up ready. And then on the other chart, we can just set that top vola box up and ready also. Excuse me. Thank you. So we're making our way back down towards that big number again on the Dow Jones. So it's more like a retest here. We can see pretty much a straight up bounce. And Nasdaq is thundering down the charts at the moment, all the way down towards our vola box. There's not so much to go off today. Gold still rising, however, the next trade is that big number, so still $10 away from hitting that. So we can actually set this big number up on our other Dow Jones chart as a nice big number trade, seeing as our other chart is occupied at the moment. So first trade in. So just to let everyone in the room know, this week there will be no live room in the morning for the English side. So we're quite busy here this week in the morning. However, I will be doing the afternoon, the power hour for the US market opening. And if you need any help for all of our English members, you know I'm always here in the morning, so you feel free to call up. No worries at all. So Dow Jones really going for it. And then, of course, next Thursday also is bank holiday here in Germany, so we are not going to be in the office I think it's on the 15th or 13th, next Thursday, that we are not here in the office, so there will be no live room. And then, of course, this Friday as well, there will be no afternoon trading as it's NFP day, and we have a webinar taking place on the afternoon session. So that's on the English website there on events. Yeah, so Dow Jones is really going for it at the moment. Looks like we released it on the wrong direction. However, like I said, the reason why we have the Swiss box is for this exact reason, right? As everything can be pointing that this is a hard resisting area, and we're expecting it to bounce back from, if not the Fibonacci, at least the big number here. However, the market does exactly what it wants, and it will just go up. You can't do anything about it. So I'm going to set the other big number at the top. I'm going to set the entry. I want to take a look at the 4 hour there. So 1 sec, or the 1 hour. So 42. So we've got a bit of a hard right where the market is at right now. There's another resisting area. And then of course here is better. And then here is the all-time high. So once we've got those marked out, let's go in and have a look. So we're currently at the first level of resistance there. Let's see. Not that far off creating a new all-time high. 100 points. Very close, very close. We should have some more news coming out soon, so in a minute. And then we got 15 minutes until the rest. So let's see how the market's going to react. It seems like we might have to be going back to the manual trades. In 20 seconds until the news release. So no difference there at all on the news release of 14 minutes. So what I would do right now is if I set 34252, if I set a sell limit there of 15, and then one here. 1 second. And then one at this level too. This one would be 10. here, 5. And then, so here we want to set 15. One moment. Okay. And we can set those in there. Mm-hmm. Three, four, one. No worries. So what we've done here, we've set up a few different trades on each level. On each resisting level compared to the previous. On the 1 hour, 1, 2, and 3. And then stop losses set all at the same place. So there we are. And we've also hit our box. So we're in on our first trade short on the Dow Jones from the big number. Let's wait and see. Still got around 8 minutes, just over 8 minutes until our news releases coming out at 4. So we should see some movement. There's been a lot of movement today, so a very good trend. Fortunately, we're going the opposite direction. So there's our third trade in on the Swiss box big number. So a bit of a waiting game now. So nice turn of events. Don't want to jinx it, but yeah, it turned out very well for us. We've had a reversal at the big number. So currently I did move that take profit down towards the next, as that's where the take profit for our separate trades are set, as this one and this one. So we're going to hold out currently at a bit of a previous resisting supporting area here. Now it's turning into a supporting area. If we're going to look at it, it's very big and sharp jump up there this afternoon if we look at it on the 30-minute chart. So we're definitely waiting for it to just bubble back down. As we can see here, it's the previous sort of tops, if you will, or peaks of the previous highs are around this area. So we're still waiting for it to really break down past Almost matched the previous double top over here. So when was that? On the 16th of April. So we had that double top there. So we're still waiting. So Nasdaq following up as well. So currently at that same resisting area where we set our previous trade. But there's nothing much else coming out for us this afternoon. So we're not having the best of Mondays. However, it's all gonna come into effect by the end of the day, most likely. So we can always wait for it to drop. Preferably it would drop in the next 10 minutes, so all of you can be entertained. But if not, we will have to end the live room and then continue it on tomorrow. Obviously, I will leave these trades open until they hit the take profit or stop loss. So if we look into the chart, so you can even just confirm that for yourselves. Here is where we're stopping out. Here at this original take profit, we keep stopping out at this level. And if we look previous, that same level was the resisting stop out. So even here, some slight breakouts, but more or less it kept resisting that level. So we could have indeed flipped it now into a supporting level. I'm hoping it will break back down. At the moment, it's just fighting that area. But if it does break down from this level, we should see a nice smooth break below that 34,100, sorry. Should we get a confirmation of that break? I want to move one of these a bit further down to the next level here, and then move that stop loss down from the top. So this one we can probably get rid of. And then this is the stop loss. So we'll manually type in that stop loss for that single trade. And the trade is just here, so we'll probably aim it just at 34,177. Now we can set that one there. And there is the stop loss for the new one. So it will be in a small profit. So we're still waiting for the break. And we can see our other one just here. What's this one? And we can actually move this one a little closer. Yes, Gary. So usually just after well, during the whole speech from Powell, there should be quite a bit of volatility to look forward to. If you're an evening trader indeed. So there's a few others. You got the Fed's Williams speech, you got Powell's speech. They're coming out quite late. So here's the graph here, usually a high impact news announcement. So I'll have some effects on a few different markets. We want some heavy candles here, pushing down. No worries, Gary. Ah, of course. But it is coming to the end of our live room now, so I'm gonna leave my trades ongoing. But of course, I'll let you know tomorrow afternoon how they went, or if they're still in motion. Who knows? Who knows? So again, thank you all for joining. Those who are new to the live room, I will be in contact with you shortly to help you with some steps of the trading tools, a full introduction. And for those of you who are watching through the YouTube or Facebook live stream, if you're interested in using the tools, go to TradersClub24.com. Come onto the website. Through the website, you can see a lot of information about us, the team, the story, club members, trading rooms, even the events that are coming up. So on the 7th, this Friday, there's actually an event hosted by me for the NFP day. So yeah, another reminder, Friday afternoon, there is no power hour. because there is a webinar taking place. Anyway, if you're interested in trying out the tools, just click on 30-day free trial, put your email address, name, and number, or equally, you can contact us on WhatsApp and Skype. So again, thank you all for coming along. Thanks for watching. Good luck with your trades, and I will see you all tomorrow. Okay.